地，無聊對啤酒説道理。
Hi YouTube, this is the Learn Cantonese Fast channel again. Today I'm going to talk about the education system, especially in Hong Kong, using Cantonese. But then if you want to apply the same vocabulary to mainland China, you need to modify them a little bit. So, but in any case, let me start. The most basic word, fan học. Học means to learn, to study. Fan means to come. Right, so fan học is actually to go to school. Right, fan học is to go to school. Right, so but then fan học can be a verb, or sometimes it can be a noun. Right, so that happens to almost all Chinese words or terms. Right, so the same thing applies to Cantonese too. Right, so a lot of the terms can be either nouns or verbs. And then 上堂, right, 落堂. A tong is a place to gather people for gathering. Right, it's a place for gathering, especially for learning things. Right, but tong actually means a place for gathering. Right, 上堂, 上 and 落堂. 上 means to go up. 落 means to go down. Right, stepping up, stepping down. Right, 上堂 actually means to attend a class. 落堂 means the end of class. Right, so sometimes we can, usually we can also use something like 上車, 落車. 車 is the car. 上車 means to get into a car. 落車 means to step down the car, right? To get out of the car, right? So 上堂, 落堂. And then recess is 小息. 小 means small. 息 means to rest. Right? So in other words, it's a small break, right? Recess is 小息. And then retain or retention is 留堂. 堂 again is the place for gathering people. And 留 means to stay. Right? So in other words, to stay in class after school ends. Right? So that means detention. 留堂. And then 讀書. 讀 actually means read. 書 means a book. Right? So literally it means read a book or to read books. But then sometimes we can use 讀書 as go to school. Right? So go to school is also 讀書. Right? So instead just say 返學, we can also say 讀書, go to school. And then tutoring is 補習. 習 is to practice. 補 is the supplement. Supplementary practice is tutoring. Or as private tutor. But then for private tutor, sometimes we say 私家補習. 私家 means private. Right? 私家. Right? But then you can say 補習 is understood. And then graduation or graduate is 畢業. Right? 畢 means finish. 業 is the operation. Right? Finishing the operation is 畢業. Right? 業 is also the career. Right? 畢業. And then 溫習 is to study. Right? 習 again is to practice. 溫 means to repeat. Right? 溫習. And then 測驗. 測 and 驗 both of two words means the test. 驗 actually means examine. Right? 測 means to test. Right? So 測驗 means a quiz or a test. 測驗. And examination is 考試. 考 is again 考 means to test you. Right? 試 is again also a test. Right? 考試 can also be C is also can also mean try. Okay, 考試 is examination. And then we have 大考 is the final exam. Right, 大 means big. Right, it's the final test, the big test. Right, so 大考. And then midterm exam is 期中試. 中 means middle. 期 means the period. Right, so at the middle of the period is 期中試. So midterm exam. And then 學校 is to study. How, I don't know. So, but then 學校 means the school. And in the school, 學校, inside the 學校, we have 課室. Right? 課室 is a room. Right? 課 is to take a lesson. Right? 課 is the lesson, the place for lesson. 課室. Sut is again a room. Right? Sut actually is a very Mandarin. It's a very Mandarin word. Right? We don't really say sut in Cantonese, right? Except for something like mat sat is a secret room, right? Sat is a room, right? But then in Cantonese, people more often say ban fang instead of for sat. For sat is too formal. Ban fang is more often used. Right? Ban fang, ban is a class, fang is a room. Right? Ban fang is the classroom. Ban fang. And then yao yi ban is the preschool. Yao means very thin or very new, brand new, yao or very young. Young is also yao. Yi is the child. Yao yi is the small child. Ban, ban again is the class. Yao yi ban is the preschool. And the Yao Ji Yun is actually a little bit more mature, Yao Ji. But then Yao again means young. Ji means kind of immature, not knowledgeable. Right? Yao Ji actually means naive. Right? But then Yao Ji Yun actually does not mean naive place. Right? Yao Ji means Yun is the garden. Right? So it's something like a garden, a park for a very young child to study. So a young child will go to the garden to study. So it's kindergarten. And then 小學 is to learn. Okay, but 小 means small. Okay, 小學 is primary school or elementary school in the U.S. And then 中學 中 is middle. Okay, so middle school or secondary school in Hong Kong is called 中學. 大學 is a large place to study. It actually means for more adults, more like an adult to study. So it's either college or university. We call it 大學. Right? College actually can be 專上學院, 專上學院 or 學院. 院 is a place. Right? 學 is to study. A place to study is 學院, college. Right? College is also 大學 or 學院. And then technical institution. 職業 career, 訓練 training, 學校 again is the school, right? So a school for professional or career training. 職業訓練學校, 職業訓練學校. And then private tutoring center, 補習社, but 補 again supplement 習 is to practice, 社 is something like a community or a place, right? 補習社 is the private tutoring center. 補習社. And then in Hong Kong, the school system is like we have primary 1 to primary 6. Right? So we have something like 小學一年班. 一 means 1, 年 means year, 班 is the class, right? The first year class. 一年班. 小學一年班, 小學6年班, 係1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 係所以小學1年班、小學2年班、小學3年班、小學4年班、小學5年班、小學6年班. And then sometimes you can abbreviate by saying 小1 or 小6. Right? So instead of using the full name, 小1小6 is also correct. So 中1中6, right? 中1 secondary 1 or middle school 1. Middle school 6. Right? So in Hong Kong we don't have junior high or high school or something. It's just a secondary school. Right? So we have 中1中學中6 right? Or 中學1年班中學6年班. But then more often people will say 中1中6 instead of 中學1年班. It's too complicated. Right? 中1中6. As in the old days we have 中7. Right, but the system, the education system in Hong Kong is changing. Right, so it's more like the U.S. system instead of the U.K. system. We used to follow the U.K. system, but now because the world is changing, Hong Kong is also changing. Especially when you are in a university, the university system is getting more and more like the U.S. system. And then 學生 is student or pupil. Right, in Hong Kong, we use the word pupil, right, but then it's just 學生 學 is to learn, 生 is the person. Right? 生 actually means a male person. Right? But then nowadays, whether it's female or male, it's the same thing. It's 學生, okay? And then we have 同學, a fellow student. 同 means together. study together 同學 actually is a noun 同學 meaning fellow students 同學 and then parents 家長 家 is the family 長 is a senior senior of the family 家長 is the parents 家長學生家長學生 student 學生 parents 家長學生家長 It's pretty formal kind of language here because it's more like Mandarin, but then when it comes to school, we use a lot of Mandarin words. 學生家長 and then teacher is either 先生 or 老師 老師 is more Mandarin. 老 means old. 師 means some leader. 老師 先生 is more Cantonese. 先生 can also mean the husband. 先生 can also mean husband. Well, especially in Mandarin. But then in Cantonese, the husband normally is called 老公 instead of 先生. But anyway, teacher 先生 or 老師先生 or 老師. And then private tutoring 私家補習私家 private. C means privately owned. 家 is the family. 私家補習 again is the supplementary practice. 補習先生 so the private tutor is called 先生 is actually teacher. 補習is the tutoring. Tutoring teacher is 補習先生. And then in a university or college we have 講師 講 is to speak. 師 again is the leader in some or someone who has expertise in something who becomes the leader. 講師 lecture or lecturer. 講師 actually lecturer is not 講師 but lecturer is 講師. And 班主任 in primary one or in primary schools or secondary school we have 班主任 is the class master. 班主任 主任 is actually the officer. 班 the class officer of the class is the class master. And then 校長 whether it's primary school or secondary school or university we all have the same thing called 校長. So it's either the principal or the headmaster or the president. It's called 校長. But then for university president we call the person 大學校長 university headmaster, which is the president of a university. 大學校長 university. Senior lecturer 高級講師講師 is lecturer. 高級高 means high or tall. 級 is the level. So higher level lecturer. In other words, senior lecturer. 高級講師. And then professor is 教授. 教 is to teach. 授 is to give. To give you something by teaching. 教授 professor 教授. Teaching assistant is 助教. 助 means to help, to assist. 教 is to teach. 助教 teaching assistant 助教. 助理教授 assistant professor. 助理 is to take care of. 助 is assist. So assist the professor to take care of something. 助理教授 assistant professor. And then associate professor is 副教授. Okay, so I'm done. So if you have time, please visit my website www.freehongkong.net. I'll see you next time. Bye.